What's going on, guys? ICEMAN here. I just wanted to preface this video and say that the game audio previously was not recording for me at all. I didn't find out till later that night when I was doing a live stream that the game audio wasn't going through in the OBS, so I do apologize for that. But for this episode, I guess you get to listen to some Chuki Beats. This man is awesome. He's got some really great beats on his YouTube channel, so if you haven't seen his stuff yet, or if you haven't listened to it or anything like that, I'm sure you've heard it before, you just don't realize it. But a lot of background music comes from this guy, so if you're interested in checking that out, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. But anyway, let's get to the drift build. What's going on, guys? ICEMAN here, coming at you with another Forza Horizon 4 video. We're gonna do another wheel spin challenge. I'm really enjoying these. I like the variety of cars I can get with these, so we're gonna just bust through this wall real quick and we're gonna get over to the festival here. But if you haven't seen the last episode yet, this is what we did. We did the Toyota Helix Arctic truck, so if you are interested in checking that out, I'll put an info card here. But anyway, let's get over to the festival here and do some wheel spins. Alright guys, here we are. Let's go ahead and see what we can get. Starting it off strong, a 1981 Ford Fiesta XR2. That's going to be our drift car for today. So let's go ahead and collect that, and let's go back into the festival here and get this car. Alright guys, here we are in the festival. This is the 1981 Ford Fiesta XR2. Let's go ahead and make this thing into the best drift machine we have ever seen. Oh, she is pretty. For the 80s, this was beautiful. Oh my god. I am not a fan of these Fiestas, if I'm going to be real honest with you guys. This is probably the last car I would ever choose to do this with, but here we are. That's the point of these oh boy. Okay, that's the point of these drift challenges, is because you're going to get a car you would never ever think about doing. So we went ahead and put in the turbo rally there and also converted it to rear wheel drive. We can throw on some extra lights here, or we can throw a lip on the bottom. Let's do the extra lights. Why not? Do the Forza spoiler or remove it. We're going to leave it on there. Why would you take it off? And then the bumper we can change for this one. Why not? Let's do it. And for the side skirts, it's just mud flaps. I'm going to leave them off. And for the hood, we can throw on some latches. So why not? Let's do it. Moving on to the wheels here. For the tires, we're going to leave them stock. No changes there. For the wheels themselves, I think a nice 5-spoke would go well with this thing. Let's see what I can find here. Actually, let's go with these 52s. That way, I don't know, something a little bit different. They're currently 13s. We're going to make them 16-inch wheels. Why not? And then we're going to also poke them out as far as we can. It's going to be the most ridiculous looking thing I've ever seen, but it's going to be well worth it. Moving on to the drivetrain, we're going to go ahead and get everything here. And platform and handling, we're going to go ahead and get everything here as well. And last but not least, we're getting everything in the engine. And there we have it, 86,750 credits. Let's go ahead and install this setup. We got 668 horsepower. Our weight is 1,630 pounds. This is probably the lightest car I have ever done. Maybe not. I don't know. Some of those older ones might be lighter. But anyway, lateral G's go up to 1.2 and our class goes to a B class. Let's go ahead and get this installed and get on over to tuning. Alright guys, we're in tuning here. I changed the gearing to the final drive to a 3.5. For the alignment, I did a -2 on the rears. For springs, I did fully stiff on them. And for differential, we did 100%. So we're applying this, and let's go ahead and see what kind of liveries we got going on here. We've got a few choices for liveries, but I'm thinking maybe Horizon. I'm going with it. We're doing that for our livery, so I'll go ahead and see you guys out at Needle Climb. Alright guys, so just driving over here, I can tell you that these gears are definitely way too short, at least for my liking. So before we get up Needle Climb, I'm going to go ahead and change some things in the tuning. I'm going to bring the gearing probably all the way down, just to pull these gears out. Actually, you know what, let's go with the 2.5 and we'll see how that feels. It felt way too short, so maybe this will feel a little better. Let's go ahead and give it a go as we get up to needle climb here. So we'll see what kind of score we can throw down with this guy. It's an 81 Fiesta. Probably one of the weirdest builds I've ever done. It's definitely not a car I would ever choose to make a drift build for. So you know what? That's the point of these challenges. Like I said, that's the reason I do it. It's because I get some strange cars that I would never use. I don't even think I would have ever picked this car up at all for anything, if I'm gonna be honest. It's a little too loose maybe, so I might want to tone back on the camber for the rears, maybe bump it back to a 1 or a 1.5, but it's almost like it's too slidey. I mean, it's nice because then I got some control over it, but when I want some speed, I don't get it. So, but not too bad coming up through here. It's actually, I think, doing worse than the Helix did, so that's always a good sign. It's always a good sign when it's doing worse than a truck. That is definitely not meant for drifting at all. Not horrible through that corner, but there wasn't a whole lot of control there. It was mostly just letting the car take itself. And who knows, maybe me shedding all that weight was probably not a good thing. Maybe I should have left the weight reduction on and not done the lightweight, but who knows. This is one of them situations that it's new to me, so I'm not sure exactly what the best tune would be. A lot of throttle control for this one, but I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun. Okay, all right, okay, I see you, Ford. 260,000 as we approach this final curve. See what kind of number we can get from it. 285, I mean, that's respectable. That's not horrible, but definitely could be better. Let's go ahead and head back downhill, except for I'm going to change the camber on the rear. I'm going to do a -1 on it instead of a -2 and see how that feels. It just felt a little too loose for my liking, so let's give this a go and see how we do downhill. Okay, all right. It definitely feels a little bit better. Feels like I have a little more control over it and it's not as slidey as before. It's definitely not perfect by any means, but it gets the job done. So if you're really on a budget, I think in total we would spend around 20,000 or 100,000 on this. It's 20,000 on the car and about 80,000 in upgrades. You could probably do without the weight reduction, and then you can also probably just stick with stock tires or wheels if you're all right with that. But not too bad coming downhill here. We're at 140k as we come through this corner. As I about spin out of control, regained it. Don't worry. Ooh, 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 ooh. Just a little too much there. Needed to slow her down a little bit more. Coming through about halfway point, we're at 201,000 as I take out the barrier. So mission failed right there. Coming through these last few curves here, we're at 260,000. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make to 400,000, but maybe we can break 350. That's gonna be the goal here. 350. A lot of throttle control. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, didn't lose it completely yet. Just only a little bit. Doesn't count, right? It only counts if I lose it completely. Don't think I'm gonna beat 350k, but we're gonna try our best to get as close to 350 as possible, and we might. Oh, we might get it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Got it. Kind of a cheeky way to get it, but you know what? I'll take it. All right, guys. Well, this is probably where I'm going to end this episode here. This has been a lot of fun. It's definitely not what I was expecting by any means. I was expecting to be a little bit easier, to be honest. It's not as easy as I thought, but like I said, I think as long as I didn't get that weight reduction, I probably would be in a lot better situation. But you know what? It's not too shabby. But anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you're new to the channel, and you like what you see, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, turn on those notifications. I do go live. I'm going live tonight at some point, so this video will probably go up after I go live, but I do go live, so if you guys are interested in that, you will get notified if you are subscribed, and turn on the notifications. But anyway, I'm sorry I digressed there. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. That way I know you're actually interested in this content as I attempt to not destroy the fence. I always tend to do that. But anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun, especially with this different Fiesta. I would never use a late or early 80s Fiesta for a drift build, but here I am. But anyway, I say but a lot of times, and I apologize for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.